So many people want to hear my voice. And the thing about it is that, like, using this voice in videos is really hard because everyone around me knows that I'm trans. So mentally, it can be kind of hard to get, like, in that headspace of, like, using my proper voice because so many people around me are so used to hearing my old voice. That makes sense.
30-year-old Chris Dyson is exposed for being a legitimate predator. I don't believe this benefits Mr. Beast's amazing family-friendly platform. The public tweets and interactions with adult content involving minors is really what tipped it off. Chris regularly interacted with Shadbase, asking for art with a 4-year-old child and his mom, along with incestuous art between two twins and a Disney Channel show, which makes the photos of Chris's child in high heels even worse. Chris, who was friends with Shadbase and interacted with him regularly, pulled up Shadbase's art on a live stream. Nickelodeon, known for its horrible treatment of children and its grooming behavior, invited Chris Dyson to the 2023 Kids' Choice Awards. The heavy part of this comes from Lava, who is 14, being groomed by Chris. Chris's Twitter is completely scrubbed. But all of this was public, interacting with a 14-year-old back in 2018, talking about your private adult content. This 14-year-old boy says, "I'm your first Patreon, big boy. Sent $1, but not $5? Pathetic. JK, kissing emoji." Lava says, "Check again, winky face." Chris says, "I posted some fire blank for you." Just a short 1 year later, Lava and Chris had direct contact through Snapchat. By 2020, again, they're having private Discord calls. Lava was added on Chris's Steam. Lava and Chris were so close, Lava could participate in a Mr. Beast stream that got 70 million views.
This ain't true. And this screenshot is Chris Dyson talking one-on-one with him. And at this point, he would have been 16. And here we go. Here's the picture of them meeting up together. I'm gonna censor his face. And as you can see right there's Carl right there, there's Chris Dyson right there. Chris Dyson was talking to this guy since he was 13. Chris Dyson was in college. And of course, the moment he was able to drive, he takes a camper van out in the middle of the woods, which, by the way, very secluded area. Let me talk about that. Anytime that someone is taking a camper van somewhere, bringing it out in the desert or in the middle of the woods, it's very unnecessary because there's RV parks, there's the Walmart parking lot, there's plenty of areas you can go instead of going to a place that's very unfamiliar to you to camp out there, especially in a secluded area.
This guy Beast came out and said Ava is a great father to his 2-year-old boy, or her, whatever the fuck. That's what he said on Twitter to me. This fucking character, man. I don't care how popular you are. I don't care how much money you got, how much power you think you got, dog. I like, if we were in person, I'd fucking grab him by his neck. What? Oh, don't speak to me that way. Are you out of your fucking mind? He's got his 2-year-old boy in heels that fit. There's a concern here. And if there isn't for you, then you are part of the problem. It's not okay, it's not healthy. It's weird now.
Tyson makes a tweet stating how one more Patreon donation they get and they're
crumb of tweets. But apparently, this dude Chris's girl came out and defended him.
I see a lot of people asking me to comment on the Mr. Beast situation or with Chris. Listen, it's fucking simple. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you are. I don't care what community you're part of. Talking to fucking anyone underage. Hello? It's not difficult. Don't condone it. Just don't fucking do it. I don't know what to tell you, man. Now listen, guys, I can promise you it's not hard. Here's what you do, chat. Ready? You just don't DM anyone. Obviously, dude, like it's not hard. It's really not hard to be faithful, dude. It's probably one of the easiest things in the world. You just like, I don't know what to tell you. It's not hard. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't, dude. I go out of my way to make sure that I am never even alone in another room with a woman, ever in any moment. Like even like my PR person. Like it doesn't matter who it is. I don't care if they work for me, whatever, bro. There is someone else in that room at all times. If we're alone, I leave instantly. That's on like fidelity, right? As for anything else, dude, it just I don't DM anymore. I DM my boys, like I DM like guys in the community. No, there's no private messages going on with any girls. If there are, it's like someone like Chica or like just like people in the space, and then I let my wife know. And then as for like people that I know, bro, if I don't know you, I am not DMing you. I don't want to get to know you, dude. I don't want to find out you're only 17. Like I don't know how to explain it, man. I'm also 33 years old, and like you know, if I was 19, 20 again, like, and I wasn't, you know, in an incredible relationship, I don't know.
Bro, he's weird, bro. That's weirdo. Yes, weirdo. Yes, Chris from Mr. Beast, bro. It's fucked up. It's weird, bro. It's weird. I don't care. That shit is weird, bro. It's weird. Should it not be like what a video? Let me see the tweet, bro. Whatever the tweet, the video. I just heard it on some blogs and shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, bro? Like, what is going on, bro? Like, how do you know the age of someone, knowing that you're a grown ass man and still move forward, bro? I don't understand it. I don't, bro. I don't, gang.
Hey, Mr. Beast. My little brother used to watch you guys, Mr. Beast. I have a 5-year-old brother who watches you guys, Mr. Beast. To find out that Chris is a fucking pedophile. Man, do you know what that means to me? I have a little brother who watches you, Mr. Beast. I have a little brother who's 5 years old who watches you. You know how much that means to me, bro? That hurts my heart, bro. You have a big following, Mr. Beast. You got trannies and fucking pedophiles on your shit, bro. Like, fix up, bro. What the fuck is going on? Like, Mr. Beast, I love your content. You know, my little brother watches you all day, bro. But finding this out, I hope he doesn't find that he was a pedophile, bro. Because you might lose a subscriber, bro. You just gotta watch out for these pedophiles, bro. Watch your circle, bro.
About people talking about it. I just don't get why everyone nowadays is so scared to talk about shit, bro. Speak your fucking mind. That shit is weird. He's weird in general. He's been weird, bro. It's just, I don't know, chat. Motherfuckers nowadays are so scared to just be open and speak your mind. I don't have any sponsorships. No one even likes me. Who gives a It's just the truth, man.
First things first, Nico was right. That's first of all. Second of all, bro, I do want to say one thing that's insane. Why are all these creators so scared to talk about fucking Chris Tyson, but they were so easy to talk about Dr. Disrespect? That just doesn't make any sense to me, bro. Don't say GG's chat. It shouldn't affect anything about the new direction we're going. But come on, I'm being real. Why are so many creators scared to tweet and talk about it, but they were so quick to put all these tweets about Dr. Disrespect? It's just insane. It's like obvious, chat, what's going on here. If you know, you fucking know. X is one person that's fair. He likes consistency. It doesn't matter who you are, your sexuality, your race, your gender. It don't fucking matter. If somebody's called out for being a fucking pedophile, and there was more proof on Chris than there was on Dr. Disrespect. Like, come on, I'm not saying too wrong. I'm not defending Dr. Disrespect. He's a pedophile too. But I'm just saying, like, there's literally more. Bro, I'm watching clips, bro. I'm like, what the fuck am I hearing right now, bro? Snapchat messages and shit.
Let me give you some background on Chris Tyson if you are not familiar with him. A well-known member of the Mr. Beast squad, Chris Tyson has made numerous appearances in videos on the Mr. Beast channel, which have amassed 100 million, if not 1 billion, views between them. Chris became even more well-known on the internet after declaring their gender change and adopting the name Chris Ava Tyson. Chris and Lolican is said to have bought similar content from an artist by the name of Shadman. These allegations are serious and should be looked at separately, rather than all at once. A 2019 Snapchat conversation is featured in screenshots and videos in one of the most serious allegations. Because of the manner the footage was shot, it can be challenging to make out the dates and specifics. Serious concerns have been raised by these chats. Instead of a direct screen recording, another phone is capturing the screen. Before going any further, it is crucial to recognize a crucial point that is frequently missed in this conversation. Chris Tyson is being called a groomer by a lot of people. Following fundamental guidelines for online safety is crucial, as is steering clear of drawn-out private conversations with strangers. This idea has served as the foundation for numerous online charges made against different people. One of the primary pieces of evidence that has been making the rounds is a taped Discord chat between Chris Tyson and a number of fans, some of whom were minors. The comments being said in this conversation are inappropriate and graphic, which makes the subject unsettling. Chris's supporters contend that these were only risque jokes, but they would not condone such behavior if it were directed at someone else. The screenshots and videos that are going around are sparking a lot of discussion. In this case, there are usually three groups of individuals: those who are offended by what they have witnessed, those who want to speak with Chris Tyson before passing judgment, and those who are standing by Chris and calling the actions just bad jokes. It is important to remember that Chris was an adult during this entire time. These were the acts of a person in their 20s. This was not a case of misbehaving teenagers. This compounds the problem with the behavior. The absence of any worries expressed by the Beast crew are alarming and merit careful thought. According to recent allegations, Chris may have had an improper contact with a younger individual. Even though the purported victim has asked for privacy and denied any wrongdoing, it remains a major point of contention in the ongoing dispute. It is not for us to conjecture, but this might point to a grooming scenario or just be a sincere remark. Because of the inherent power dynamics, YouTubers are often told not to interact with their fans in specific ways. When a well-known creative engages with a fan, the fan is frequently taken over by the attention and reacts in ways they would not normally. This imbalance of power, which gives the creator considerable control over the encounter, can lead to problems, particularly when age gaps are present. But in the case of Chris Tyson, this reasoning appears to be disregarded because Chris is well-liked and respected. Instead, they are brushing it off as off-color humor and edgy jokes. It is problematic to apply this double standard. If there was another YouTuber involved, this would not be taken lightly. For example, Dr. Disrespect was not treated with the same mercy for what he did. It appears that some individuals are reluctant to publicly criticize Chris for fear of possible consequences, such as missing out on collaboration possibilities with Mr. A Beast or coming across as hostile to the transgender population. A lot of well-known streamers and developers have said nothing about this problem. I first kept quiet to get all the information before I spoke. Not because I associated with a particular community or was afraid of the consequences. Regretfully, in order to safeguard their relationships and jobs, a lot of authors avoid talking about this out of concern for the powerful Mr. Beast team's retaliation. The reluctance to confront this matter stands in stark contrast to the manner in which these same individuals have handled past disputes over unethical conduct and power imbalances. Chris Tyson now exhibits a conspicuous reluctance to interact, which is unacceptable. It is time to break this selective quiet. Chris Tyson's purported endorsement of Lolicon and acquisition of such stuff from Shadman, an artist, is further cause for concern. If you are not familiar with Lolicon, it is a kind of Japanese cartoon art that uses suggestive techniques to portray very immature, infantile figures. It is unsettling and divisive. Many people think it ought to be prohibited. There are serious concerns raised by Chris's affiliation with this kind of content and artist. Chris has also been linked to a number of troubling Reddit posts, including comments regarding the use of VR headgear for pornographic content and other offensive language. These posts contribute to the concerning behavior pattern that cannot be brushed off as jokes. Furthermore, Chris made a careless and disingenuous link on their YouTube account to video about Jeanette McCurdy's retaliation. Chris gave links to the content even though he claimed to denounce the leaks, which is really troubling. A distressing picture is painted by the multiple allegations, the Reddit posts, and the inappropriate interactions, both publicly and privately, that have been made with fans. The argument that they are only edgy jokes is weak in light of the pattern of behavior that is constant. Chris said, quite frankly, the link to all these nasty revenge leaks that I say are bad is down in my video's description. However, I do not support gazing at it, but read the description if you're interested. Recall that Jeanette McCurdy did not give her permission for these pictures to be released. This was true retaliation. Chris posts the link in the description and goes on their YouTube channel to notify everyone about it. Sharing the content while denouncing it is hypocritical. It is not a valid argument to say that just because a renowned person is engaged, it is entertainment. This is the same individual who is disseminating the content. Although this case differs slightly from the other allegations, Chris Tyson's troubling behavior throughout the years is nonetheless consistent. It is problematic to argue that these are just edgy jokes. This kind of recognition, that it is all a joke, would never be extended to anybody else. Similar to Dr. Disrespect, who was not given the same pardon, this behavior is not to be justified as just edgy humor. Since Lava, the purported victim, claimed they were not groomed, some claim it was not grooming. According to Lava's statement, these videos radically distort the facts and tell lies. Ava never committed any wrongdoing. They just cracked a few sardonic jokes. I have never been taken advantage of or exploited. Would you kindly leave a comment on these videos telling them to cease spreading false information? People who are actively being exploited online every day are harmed by this circumstance. Nothing in the videos implies that I'm a victim of. They're family members as well as Mr. Beast. They were not alone, for there were Beast staff around. Again, though, no one else would be covered by this level of defense. Regardless of the circumstances, it would be quite problematic if Dr. Disrespect acknowledged having strange talks with a younger individual. You must recognize boundaries as an adult who is speaking in front of others. Fans do not receive your phone number or social media handles from you. That line should not be crossed for any reason. Nonetheless, people feel compelled to stand up for Chris because they like and respect them. If these defenders did not like this person, they would be very critical. The defense that the victims claimed they were not victims does not match the way other cases with comparable circumstances have been handled. A lot of individuals are playing this issue really safe out of fear of offending someone or coming out as harsh. I do not mind if this causes me to receive negative feedback or comments. This is not appropriate behavior. Clearly, this should not be taking place. We have witnessed several identical events occur throughout the years. The same people who are currently standing up for Chris Tyson have attacked other persons, like EDP Forward 45, Call Me Carson, Pyrocynical, and hashtag Dr. Disrespect. In those instances, they disagreed on power dynamics and improper behavior. But now that disagreement is moot, hashtag here. All I'm trying to convey is that Chris Tyson is a person who should not be respected or given the platform they do because of his history of unsettling behavior. To those who are trying to overlook and defend this behavior, continue with the same vigor in the future. If the definition of grooming is being redefined so that victims who claim they were not groomed are exempt from accusations of grooming, if authors are able to engage in inappropriate discourse without facing sanctions, then it is important to uphold that consistency. Prove to everyone how ridiculous your defense is. I have and will continue to point out similar actions in others. We cannot tolerate unfair treatment. In fact, Ava Chris Tyson published a statement right as I was finishing up. If my previous actions or comments injured or offended anyone, I sincerely apologize. That was not my intention. In light of recent occurrences, we have mutually determined that it is best if I take a permanent break from everything Mr. Beast on social media in order to prioritize my family and mental wellness. The allegations are supported by this statement. Tyson recognizes their wrongdoing by apologizing for previous actions and comments. They are now putting Mr. Beast and social media on hold, supposedly in order to concentrate on mental health. But this decision most likely originated from higher up in the company, who were probably urged to take a back seat. That is all there is to it for now. I thought it was necessary to provide this update. We appreciate you viewing, and we hope you will return for more.